Good morning, YouTube. How we doing this morning? Uh, I see someone backstage. I'll get to you in just a second. Um, I was I was redoing my what you call. Wait a minute, I got two people. Let me let y'all bring y'all up. Okay, who James? Who are you? Who are you? Okay, you show your face, bro. To the stage.
Good morning. Good
Oh,
morning.
good morning. Good morning,
I sent you
James.
emails.
I know. I'm like, what the heck?
I was like, what is going on?
James,
I don't know what's going on.
no, James, I'm sorry, I don't know you yet, so I can't let you up. Nothing personal. Crooked Peach, I know. I don't know you yet, so you gonna have to. We're gonna have to work on that. So
Just give them a minute.
we'll
Give them a
start there.
minute, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
How you doing this
Good
morning,
morning.
Darren?
Hey, hey, I'm hanging in there. Good morning, Mike. What's up, Charles? Um, I was I was on Miss T with the T's and talking all this smack about how to come up with ideas. And then I woke up this morning and drew a blank. I said, I said, I said, what the heck am I going to talk about? I woke up this morning and drew a freaking blank.
It's all good. I think that what you ended up choosing was it's pretty smart. It's being a content creator as an empath in this world, it's tough.
Yeah, no, well, it when you finally accept it, it'll become a gift. But right now, it is actually a curse. It's a
Yes.
curse because of society,
Mm-hmm.
especially as a man. If you cry at the drop of a dime, you don't know why the tears are coming out my eyes. But if you cry at the drop of a dime, you're a wimp. You're a wussy. You're a girl. You're all of this other stuff.
I know.
You're the F word, FAG, and not
Mm.
and that has
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with the LGBTQ
Mm-mm.
community. Even though it
Mm-mm.
is a derogatory word, it's actually worse for a guy. We're not considered. I was one of my bad habits is hey, good morning, Sarah. How you doing? Well, and I'm gonna teach you. There's a way for you to see the. I got to figure it out. There's a way for you to see the chat, but I got to figure it out so I can tell you how to do it. Because right now, all you see is me. You know what I mean? And I'll that's the one thing I'm not technically savvy. So that's one of the ideas I'm gonna start working on is trying to be technically savvy. That's a subject. Technically savvy for the dumb folks. Like remember that yellow book. That you could
Cliff
go into
Notes.
Barnes and
Yes.
Noble. Yeah, yeah. You can Barnes and Noble and and you can learn stuff. But like I said, one of my bad habits is list is it is and Charles Ed gave me a suggestion I should do. I might do that on my second channel. What they read is Reddit stories, and I'm on this. Oh boy! And one of them, the guy was. And I think I spoke about it yesterday, but I'm old. What do you expect? And he was talking about him crying because his best friend died, and he
Mm-hmm.
cried in front of his wife. See, that's a night. Hold up, before I say anything,
Mm-hmm.
let me write that down. That's you're supposed to have a safe space. Your
Yes.
spouse, your significant other is
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be your safe space. You're supposed to be as emotional as you want to be in front of to them. But what the woman was talking to someone, one of her friends is saying, called him everything under the sun because he cried because his best friend died. And the man got mad and said, I don't trust you no more, and divorced her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was done. And
That's
that's,
crazy.
I mean, my wife knows. And it's so funny. Charles had said it one time. He said it one time because I was like, man, my boy's the manly man. He's man. And he mentioned it one time when he said, go ahead and mess with his he said, go ahead and mess with his wife. You'll see a whole different person. And I was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
shoot. He actually
Mm-hmm.
knows me. He said, go ahead and mess with his wife. You see a totally different person.
Right. I think that you said that because you're older. I'm pretty sure we're in the same age generally in the same. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
54. I just turned 54. And I
Hmm.
think that one of the problems that we've dealt with, especially growing up during the 70s and then the 80s, was a whole lot of suck it up, push them feelings down, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and all those other things. And while that might seem like it's a helpful thing to say, it's actually not advice. It's very frustrating, but we carry that training on with us. So
It's
a lot of
yeah,
people
no,
think if a man cries, he's a wimp because that's what we learned too. But I don't agree with that. You are a human being. You have feelings. You have a heart. You have a soul. And baby, you're allowed to feel, and you should.
oh no, and I agree with you, but like I said, he just put it in there. Don't you ever cry in front of your wife. He's
Mm-mm.
actually, I don't know from you know white, but a black wife, oh, she will eat you alive. And that actually happened to me in a
Okay.
relationship.
Okay.
She was, and I was in a relationship. I was crying happy tears. That woman was done with me. Done.
Well, I don't feel like she was a good
Well,
woman for you. So hasta
yeah,
luego.
no, no, she, and that's okay.
Mm,
Yeah, I learned that now. Like if something happens and whatever, like even in my position now, I don't. And Charles is right. I don't. I don't. Not. I don't know. It might change. It might not. And that's the learned lesson because see I call Charles my marriage sensei when he say
mm.
something because he's been married for I don't know, don't quote me, Charles, about 30 years. He'll tell me, oh no, that don't work, don't do that, don't do this. And see, and that's what the subject for today is we're talking about is surviving YouTube with our personalities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yes.
Surviving he just said he's been married 39 years. Surviving
Congratulations.
YouTube, yeah, surviving YouTube with our personality. Our person, it's hard. It's hard just to navigate society for Pete's sake.
So much.
You know, because like I said, if you look when you start figuring out when you get a chance, download YouTube Studios. Download it's called YouTube Studios. That's where you can
Hmm.
see your analytics. Um, People from other countries actually look at me. I've got some folks from Russia. I've got some people from Canada. Uh, well, I actually Urban's from Canada. We already know that. Got some folks from Southeast Asia, and everybody's society is slightly different. But people are very bold when it comes to this keep with this electronic keyboard. You know what I'm saying?
I
They're
do.
very bold. They're very bold. They're very mean. They're very ruthless. They're very unapologetic. But guess what? Here's the thing that you need to learn about YouTube. Good, bad, or indifferent, it is still interaction with you. YouTube counts it as a win. It doesn't.
Okay.
YouTube does not. YouTube does not count it as and because I used to get so upset. Like, oh, you're talking to you like that. What the heck? Uh-uh. Who are you talking to like? And see, I'm different. Like Mike said, if your wife punks you out for crying over death, they're a psychopath. And I understand. I
Hmm.
understand what he's saying. But see, my wife knows I carry the crazy gene. So you really don't. You really don't. See, I talk a lot of mess. I'm a New Yorker. We talk that. But I mean it when I say leave me alone. I mean it when I say whatever. I'll be whooping your behind with tears in my eyes. I told you to leave me alone. And I'm afraid of myself.
Hmm.
When you got somebody that's afraid of their self, another one's in this room with us. I know because when you're afraid of what you might do, that's why I love guns. You know, there's a genre of gun collectors, and I can't be in that because of my personality, because of my attitude, because I pop off, because of my empath tendencies. That I'll shoot first, and then by the time I realize, oop, that was stupid.
Right. Right.
I'm going to jail for
Oh
life.
no.
I'm being I'm being somebody's boyfriend. I'm being
Yeah.
somebody's boyfriend in prison named Biff. So I said, I don't. I like guns, but I know because of my personality, I have to with I have to pull back. I have to, and the reason I say that, if you when you'll start learning me when you see when I'm telling a story, I'm adding it to the subject, and that's what I said. When you learn yourself, because when you start jumping on people's lives, some folks on there and they don't know you, you don't know them. They can be very vicious, and as an empath, it it takes on a whole different life of itself, and you
Oh
feel
yeah.
like you're being attacked. You feel like you're being attacked. Oh, I'm never going to do this ever again. I'm never going to, so forth and so on. And it becomes scary because if you go back to Miss T with the T's, some of her lives, I jump on there for like 60 seconds and be gone. Well, I
Right.
just want to say this, man. And then, wait, wait, pew! I would, pew! I'm like speedy guns out. I was gone. And you just got to adjust yourself to each individual. You got to adjust yourself to each, eh,
I
you
mean,
know,
haven't you also been doing that very thing your whole life anyway? I think we have pretty good
yeah,
practice at this.
yeah, yeah. But I'm still afraid.
Yes.
That's why when I say, so Sarah's happy high says anger is a luxury that I can't afford. You're right.
Amen.
I can't afford it
Amen.
either, but it creeps up on me like it's the daggone plague.
Okay.
Anything will piss me off. That's
Well,
why I naturally, now that I know the diagnosis, I just thought I was straight crazy. I know the diagnosis. I stay to myself. And I have simple conversations. You ask Charles, what do we talk about when he called? Hey, what you doing? Nothing. What you doing? Nothing.
Sounds like
What
all the
road? What road
conversation.
you? Well, yeah, yeah. What road you on? You on 85? I'm on 65. Yeah. Which way you going? East. How's the weather? Hot.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow,
But how important is
wow.
it? And honestly, like take a
Very
minute and
important.
celebrate that like you were saying, yourself better than to, be around stuff that's gonna potentially be available for your bad decisions, right?
But see,
So we protect ourselves by making sure we're not in those situations
but yeah,
as much as possible. But YouTube
but see,
now,
but
you got
see,
to teach me.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's the magic word. We have to watch what we say. Like honestly, do me a favor, call me can't stop because calling me by my and that's my government. You know my government name because it's on on the thing.
You're
But
right.
my wife hear you calling me my name, I ain't gonna be able to play with y'all no more.
Oh no, no, I ain't trying to do that. Can't
Yeah,
stop
do you see what I'm
all
saying?
day. That's all I'm gonna call
Do you
you.
see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Do
sir.
you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Again, I appreciate the accolades, but don't do them no more.
I will
And
not.
then and the reason is because my wife, I talked about it. I think on this or somewhere else. She marks her territory. I don't. She don't care if I'm talking to my grandmother. It's another woman. No, 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 no. So we gonna be professional. We gonna work this thing, and I'm gonna teach you because it happens to other people. There's another guy on there. I know. He said he put on there. I'm going to step away from YouTube for a minute, and I said, oh, I know exactly what happened. He wasn't giving his wife enough attention, or she misinterpreted something
Uh-oh.
because see a lot of on YouTube, a lot of the content creators are women. That's why I wanted to go to the Soil Family Expo, but I know I can't go. I can't go. All them friendly women coming up to me and say, "Hey, can't stop." Oh, no, 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 no. That's a death
No.
sentence.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm
No.
saying?
I
That is a
absolutely
death
do.
sentence.
I'm
And
glad
see,
you told me that.
you have to understand. See, you have to understand a woman that marks her territory. And my best friend's sister did it correctly, and I had to inform her when I said, "When you see me," because he was fine. My best friend finally get married. I said, "When you see me, don't come straight to me. You go straight to my wife and acknowledge her presence." You go and to see and when you do you acknowledge it, she'll welcome you with open arms
That's a
because
good
you
lesson.
were showing. Do you see what I'm saying? You're showing
Yes,
that
sir.
respect. It's the same thing, because our spouses, when you start taking on YouTube, you start getting into YouTube, you start getting addicted to YouTube. Excuse me, it can become an addiction. You have to handle that in the right aspect. Still show your spouse that love. Still show your spouse that affection. I talk about her on my YouTube channel enough because she saved my life. She
Hmm.
saved my emotional well-being, and I'm very happy. I'm not going nowhere because I am I'm that what do you call it, people, with my personality. You show me some love, I I'm 100% yours. You show me affection, I'm 100% yours. You show me appreciation, I'm 100%. I got your back. So the very few people that have showed me and gave me what I needed, I got your back. But I also have to understand that I have to tread lightly when it comes to stuff like this because you're meeting new people. You're like, Sarah's Happy High. I ain't met none of y'all face to face. Y'all my digital friends, but when you have someone that's been through something, like your spouse that's been cheated on, that's been abused mentally and or physically, they see those other people as a threat, even though you have never met them before. And I had to accept that. My wife thought I was cheating on her, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I've never been more happy with you in my entire life. Why would I be that stupid to go somewhere else? Why would I be stupid to 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 mess up? See, and a lot of men do that. They self sabotage. Why would I be that stupid? But it was a lesson learned. I was like, oh no, can't do this, can't do that, can't do this. Because she comes in and she checks every once in a while. She like I had a subject, I forgot what subject it was, and she asked me about it. I was like, babe, don't go there. I just came up with a subject, and that's all. We just gonna talk about it. Nothing's wrong. We good. We happy. Yada yada yada. Do you see what I'm saying? So the survival aspect is you got to learn. It's just not. It's just not coming up with new and different ideas. It's just not coming up with new and different ideas. It's being able to come up with those ideas and and what's the word? Channel the right path through the
Okay.
valley of this, yeah, the channel the right path through the valley of the shadow of death, because life itself, you finally find something that gives you joy and peace. But see, it could be jealousy. It could be you're not giving enough attention, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. So you got to find the middle ground doing this. You have to
Okay.
find the middle ground. There is a middle ground. I'm still trying to perfect it. I haven't perfected it yet, but there is a middle ground. There's a middle ground to understanding. There's a middle ground to coming up with new ideas.
So, what other
Because
issues have you run into that you have found a good way to work around or work through at being a
uh,
creator?
okay, let's start with jumping on these lives.
Hmm.
I I waited a while before, and uh, I only do two people's lives, and yesterday was a third one when I jumped on Swoops. But Swoops knows me. I did it, but normally I've only do on two people's lives that I trust and respect. Because you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I jumped on one person's live. It was a late night, and it was a woman, and I had to block her because she pissed me off to no end, and she tried to tear me a new one because all the guys were. She was. It was more of a look at me, I'm beautiful. Look at me, I'm beautiful. You're supposed to show all your attention to me, and I don't think I went on live. I went in the. I was texting it. And I did like I normally do, talk about how much I love my wife and what she's done for me. But and she tore me a new one on live. She tore me a new one because I wasn't giving her attention. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see
But
she
I
should have been
thought
on
this.
OnlyFans, but okay.
Yeah, exactly. And she and honestly, the woman ain't that. She ain't all that with the fake eyelashes and the weave. She wasn't all that. But I had to learn something that everybody is not you. Everybody doesn't have your conviction. Everybody doesn't have your you know your spirit. Everybody
Your
and
flavor.
everybody Yeah, and everybody don't want to hear about how good your life is.
Right. You're so right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Everybody don't want to hear that your life is okay. Look, I've been bragging about it because my life sucked for so long. It
Yes.
sucked for so long. That's why I brag about it. So, in turn, that's something to talk about. That's a subject to talk about. That's when you're looking for subjects, when you're looking for YouTube, when you're looking for content to talk about. Um,
Lord,
revive.
there's lots of things I want to talk about. I'm scared to death to talk about so many other things, but
Okay, but guess what?
tell me.
You know what? What does the Bible say? God did not give us the spirit of fear. God gave us fear because everybody said God didn't give us a will. Oh, where the heck did it come from? It's just a defense mechanism to prevent us from being hurt. But guess what? If we have the experience, then we can get out there and just go for it. I wouldn't have done half the crap that I've done. If you look on my page and you see me ziplining, that's the second time I ziplined.
Mm.
The first time I ziplined, Charles had invited me and the wife out to this place in North Tennessee, and it was after a snowstorm. That you can tell how crazy we are. After a snowstorm, and we got up there and we ziplined. I did the first zip line. I was so terrified. My right leg was shaking. It was shaking bad, and I was holding back the tears. And I was like, okay, how do I get down this mountain? Because I'm done. I'm done. And I looked up, and my wife came in next, and she came in backwards, smiling. She was on the zip line backwards, looking forward, backward, and she got off the thing like a boss. And I was like, look, I said, you know what? I gotta stop being a little bitch, man up, and do the rest of it. And I ain't tell nobody. I was terrified the whole time and laughing, and we laugh about it later. Because her and Charles was talking about it stops there and blah blah. I said, "Will y'all shut the hell up? Will y'all shut up?" And and I was the first one on the line, and the ice, because of the snowstorm, the ice was beating me in the face, and it was a hot mess.
Mm.
But I would have never did that if I didn't trust in the process. If I didn't trust in the fact that, well, these guys do it every day, it can't be that bad. There was the second safety line that and it's so funny. I find out later he said that. I find out later she was more terrified than I was. She was more terrified than I was. But
Okay.
but see, I was afraid. We tried it again in Costa Rica, and I was having fun. I'm screaming and doing all kind of stuff. In the video, you can see halfway through the video, she said, "I'm done after this one." She was like, "I ain't doing this no more. I'm done." She was like, she said, "I'm done." But I was ready to go again. But I was like, "That's it." Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I said all that to say this. Yes, you're afraid. That's your body. That's your inner being telling you, you know, don't do it. That's your inner being telling you they're going to laugh at you. Nobody's going to show up. Nobody's going to say this. Nobody's going to do that. At
Well,
first, it's the truth. Nobody's going to show up because they don't
yeah,
know you.
that's
But
true.
guess what? It will build on that. I had one of my first videos was my Husqvarna YTH 524B or something like that.
That's
And
impressive that
I
you remember
was
that much of it, really.
yeah. I it my first lawnmower. I bought a lawnmower. I wasn't a DIYer. I didn't want take it apart. She bought my first driving lawnmower was a Sears something or other. She paid $400 for it, and the belt came off. I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't whatever. I didn't, and we had a guy come because I didn't have a pickup truck. I didn't have a trailer at the time. I didn't have nothing, and we had a guy come to fix it. He came and picked it up, and I said, "Well, since you're doing that one, to do a tune-up for a push mower, and then after you do the tune-up for a push mower, take my leaf blower and fix that one too because it was clogging up." And the guy never came back. He took my stuff and just drove the heck off. I found his address. I said I'd go over there and get my stuff and light him up. And I said, so I had to make a choice. Would should I go up there and shoot his house up and get my stuff and be in jail for a lawnmower, or just count it as a loss? I counted it as a loss because
You're a
I
big
you know,
man. I'm gonna just say you.
yeah,
That's big
yeah,
of you.
I know. I
Mm-hmm.
counted, but see, but guess what? That started my journey into DIY. I said, you know what? If if this if I got to take it somewhere, it's going to either a dealer. No, it's going to a dealer, or I'm going to have to figure out how to fix it. That's why. That's why I started working on small engines. Either I'm going to take it to a dealer, or I'm going to have to learn how to fix it. And one of my first videos, she decided to buy me while I was on the road. She bought me that Husqvarna riding lawnmower. I was so tickled pink. I had a couple of beers and I made a video and I did two videos. That one video, nobody knew me. Nobody knew me. I was like, I no nobody's looking at it. Okay, no fine. I left it alone. It's now at 15,000 views.
That's amazing. That is
But
congratulations. I am
but but
totally
but
happy
but
for
but
you.
but
Ooh,
but you see what I'm saying? I
yes,
did
sir.
a niche because when you got 50, 50 to 60-year-old men, black or white men, want to look for a low driving lawnmower. They go into Lowe's, they look at it, they go back home, they go on YouTube, and guess what? They see me giggling about and
Yeah,
talking
that
about
makes
my
sense.
lawnmower.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
I made the mistake. Good morning, Bayou, and good morning, Wellness. And I made the mistake of I made an evergreen. They call it evergreen or forever video, and that's one thing that you have to think about.
Oh,
It's a
that's
video
what
that
that
people.
means. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
People are looking like a how to or a view video. People are looking for those things, and I did it. I
That
did
is
one, and I
amazing.
didn't realize it. But you see what I'm saying? You
Yes.
have you have these are the things that's going to point you in the right directions. You say, but I'm afraid.
Well, and
I
I'm not
was
afraid of
afraid
the
too.
people though. I'm not afraid of the people
Yeah,
so much. I think I can handle that. It's more
yeah.
where I don't understand what I can and can't say. Like I want to talk about the poison in our foods. Seriously, because I was
No,
sick as
you
a
can talk about
dog.
that. You
Oh,
can talk about that,
really?
but you can't. You can't cuss. Try not to
Okay.
cuss.
I
I
can
cuss a
I
few
can
times.
do that. I need to.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
See,
if
I
you
needed to
can,
know that. Thank you for that.
yeah, and ask in Miss V M T M M. Hey, Mike, put Miss V if you can drop her link on there so she can see it. Miss V MGTV TV. I always get that wrong, but she's usually listening in. If you're in here, Miss V, or hey Bayou, if you can drop Miss V's link.
Yeah, I will have to go back into the
Join,
chat and get that, but I will
yeah,
definitely be following
yeah.
her. Hmm.
Join her chat because she's going to teach you something. You
Okay.
know, she's going to teach you about YouTube. She has weekly and daily, stuff. You see, I can see you hungry because I be catching you all. You're all over the place. You all over the place, and there's nothing wrong with that. Be all
Uh,
over the place. But guess what? And when you get that practice, your fear will dissipate. And that's
okay.
the main thing. When you go to these people and people are trying to tell you, yeah, when you get that practice, your fear will move away. When you get that practice, your fear will, because a lot of times we were talking about yesterday on Miss T's channel is when I can't come up with an idea. Now you're afraid. You're trying to force it. Take a deep breath and say, well, what's bothering me? What's bothering the world? I have a voice. You do have a voice. You have a say. Something in you, like it's like you're right. There's so much poison in our food. Um, it's just like right now. I'm afraid to drink this coffee that I got, but I got to drink it because they said the paper is is porous, so it will come apart. But the plastic line, there's a liner inside the coffee cup
Mm-hmm.
that we're
Mm-hmm.
drinking, that we're drinking those mini plastics. We're inhaling that stuff. The bottled water, the plastic in the plastic that comes off, it's leached off of these bottles of water. It gives off estrogen,
Oh yeah,
and we
you know
wonder,
what? Oh yeah, Lord,
yeah,
and please stop taking receipts. As a man, especially
mm,
men, boys, stop taking these stinking receipts. It is thermal paper and it is an endocrine disruptor. It messes with your testosterone levels. Just let it be. Sorry, I had to say it.
yep. No, you're right. You're right, and it just makes me afraid for anything. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That's a story to tell. That's a story to tell.
You're
You
right.
see,
Okay.
you've got so many stories in your head that you
Mm-hmm.
can tell somebody. And then one person said, "Well, I just keep it. I got to keep it 100." That's that. Oh, that brings out so much anger in me. I just got to keep it 100. No, you've been hurt. Somebody hurt you.
True story.
So
True
you,
story.
so
Mm-hmm.
you, so you're gonna hurt everybody else in the process. Nobody is attracted to a person like you because I could send you, I could show you. Oh yeah, there it is. Bayou just dropped it. So let me show you how. Okay, you can go back into the lives, but it takes wait about a day, and then you could go back into this live and go look down at Bio Sugar Garden. She dropped it. You can see Miss V's link because you can actually. I figured it out. It like say for example when this will pop up later on this evening, right? And then you'll just see one dot. But if you come back and watch this live tomorrow, you'll see two dots. So arrow to the right, swipe to the right, and you'll actually see the lives like it came in, and
I
then you
was
can
wondering
see the
about
link.
that too. I've seen, the
Yeah,
live chats for things that are a few days old. I didn't know it took about
yeah,
24 hours,
yeah,
I guess is what you're saying. Okay. Thank you for
yeah.
that.
It
Thank
takes
you. Thank you.
it takes my and like I didn't learn none of this until, but a lot of this I've told from someone else. And see what I'm saying with our personalities. A lot of us we stay to ourselves. Some of us like Stay Hall. She's a professional speaker. That woman's a professional speaker, so it's easy
Oh
for her.
my gosh, I
You know
know.
what I mean?
Stay is amazing. Really,
Yeah.
really. Yes, sir. Yes.
See, you are so in the overdrive.
I love
Hey, bad
her.
buddy, how you doing, buddy?
I mean, it's so different though, and you see things from your point of view because you're a man, and I get it. But it's a little difficult for a woman too. Women are mean, but not these
Oh,
women.
no,
These
no,
women are
no,
amazing.
no. Look here, you guys have more. See, just because we got all these muscles, that don't mean nothing when it comes to the power of a woman's tongue. The power of a woman's tongue can and
Yeah,
can destroy empires. You know what I'm saying? That's
I do.
I trust me. I everybody when they think ever about their spouses or whatever, I'm afraid of mine, and not in the way that you think. I love my wife. But if she ever lets loose, I knew I'm in for it. So I watch. I'm not. I watch and I respect. I watch and respect her. Do you see what I'm saying? So when
Absolutely.
and I try to the best of my abilities keep that respect, even though she's not around. When you do that, you cannot be faulted. She got so mad at me and she just accused me of everything. I said, "You go back and watch any of my videos. any of my videos. I talk very highly of you. I would never talk down about you,
Mm-mm.
and I mean
Yeah.
that. And you see, that's what I'm saying with the personality. We have to, if you want to be doing this, it's like training for a marathon. It's like training for a marathon with those rubber bands tied around your waist. You get you get so close to the finish line, and it snatches you right back. That's what being
Mm.
on YouTube is.
Okay.
And
I mean, I
and
have felt some exhaustion that I haven't been really able to understand, so that makes a lot of sense. You said
do
you
you
were
see what I'm
afraid
saying?
of stuff. Let me make you laugh. Ready for this?
Uh,
I've been watching so many channels and following so many people for over a year, and I was scared to even subscribe because I was like, I'm not I'm not like worthy of like having people know I'm looking at this.
yes,
They,
no,
you know, and I'm like, oh no, I'm never gonna have like greenhouses and all those other things. That nonsense that we talk to ourselves sometimes, especially for me.
yeah.
Whew, that's hard. That's hard.
But you know what that is? That's self doubt.
All day. All day. Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's self doubt is very damaging. Self doubt is very damaging to your psyche. And guess what? I'm gonna tell you, like I said yesterday, return the sender. That ain't you. Return to sender. An address unknown. I'm not going. Don't accept that thought because you can do it. You can move to the next level. You can be this person because we have. Everybody has a story to tell. It was so funny. Bayou was talking about a biochar. Now I've been hearing about biochar for lawn care for at least 3 to 4 years. I ain't spending my money on that mess, you know. But it's to build up your soil. Grass is just grass is no different than that vegetable plant or that peach tree or that apple tree or that broccoli. If you're trying to build up your soil, it's the same process. It's the same plant. It's the same everything.
Yes,
And
it
what's
is.
Sarah's happy hive said, I forgot to be kind to myself. Sometimes it's getting better. Yes. See,
Yes, Sarah.
this is the magic. You said the magic word, and you said the magic word. But now this is what I want you to do. You said you've been going on all these other people's channels for so many years. Hi, just you don't have to say much. Say hi, new friend of the channel, and keep it moving.
Now I'm doing that. But I'm telling you
Yes.
because like it was a solid year. I wouldn't
Yeah.
comment. I would thumbs up because nobody knew it was me. But I mean, I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
worthy. Yeah, comparison kills. You're not wrong. Oh my gosh.
I wasn't worthy. I was terrified.
You're more than
I
worthy.
was thinking, I was terrified. And you know why I was terrified? Because I was afraid of myself. I was doing all the damage. Now when a troll comes, I'll shoot. Yeah, when hey, hold up. I get excited. I start screaming. I'm like, thank you, because I built up the resistance. I built up the barrier to save my feelings because I was waiting for you to show up. I was waiting for you to say something stupid. Because they try to test you. See, you got people that I don't know. Two people tried to come in the live this morning. I don't know who you player. And they could come on there and they could show they junk in their trunk or their big old booty or whatever, and then file a complaint with YouTube to get me kicked off of YouTube. Do you see what I'm saying?
I
So
do,
you
and
got
that's
to
not
be
nice.
prepared.
That's not nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course not. But some people ain't got a life. So until
Okay.
I know you, I'm not letting you up here. Do
Oh
you see what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes, sir.
And if I've invited you, like I invited you, if I invite you or Sheen, or these people that I know, don't come on. No, don't take it personal. I've worked hard, and let me apologize. I said I had 1,700. I didn't have 17. I think I got 1,500 subscribers, but it's still a whole lot. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, I
I
do.
don't. Yeah, don't take it personal because I am trying to build something. Just like Sarah's Happy Hive trying to build something. Mike's Chaotic Garden is trying to build something. Wellness with Fuga Mom is trying to build something. You're trying to build something. You're trying to network. You're trying to get out of your normal lifestyle. A lot of us, you would have never knew that I was a content creator until you see me on YouTube. Because when I walk around, I got my head down. I get my bag of chips, I get my hot dog, and I go about my business. And
Hmm.
I don't dress flashy. I just goofy. I'm quiet. I don't interact, and I'm not that loud, obnoxious. Even when I'm mad, even if I get bad service, I don't
Really? In
yell and
real
scream.
life?
I I don't yell and scream.
Okay.
I'm never coming. Trust and believe. I'm never coming back.
Oh yeah.
I'm never
Oh
coming back.
yeah. Because when you're done, you're done.
Yeah, when I'm done, I'm done. I'm never coming back.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because we had there's a place I love to go. It's called Iron Age in Lawrenceville, Duluth, Georgia. And when you're done, you go up to the register and you pay. But lately, when we have been going, they wanted me to pay at the table. But I'm seeing all the. It's a Korean barbecue restaurant. It's a Korean. So all the Koreans are getting up and going to the front and paying. I'm like, I'm not playing. I told them, stay right here, go up and pay, and put the whatever on there, because they think because I'm African American that I'm going to no. You're not going to mess up my experience. I'm not even listening to your young behind. Don't worry about it, bro. 'Cause you think I'm gonna walk out? I'm not walking out. I'm an honest, God fearing, yada yada yada. I'm walking up there to pay, and I'll be right back. And then when I say, okay, babe, I paid for it, leave the ticket on the table and go. And you're lucky I left you a tip because you called me out. I'm not that one. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So, so,
Absolutely,
so
I do.
but see, but a lot of us we bring that to YouTube. Don't bring that to YouTube. Bring your positive to YouTube. Bring your happiness, your joy, your enthusiasm. Bring and then have have a niche, but be able to spread your wings and try something else also. Do you see what I'm saying?
I do. This has been a lot of really, really good, insightful information, especially, for people that are wired this
Mhm.
way. It really is.
Yeah. And here's the magic pill that you need to swallow. Don't hate on people that have blown past you. Be happy for them
Oh, yes,
because because
absolutely.
because
Yes.
because your time will come.
I mean,
Your time will come.
yes. This has been
See,
so good. I'm telling you what.
I I've had people start after me and they've blown by me, and that angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. The devil saying,
Oh,
"How
yes.
come they get there?" Like, will you shut up? I'm happy for them. Will you shut up?
Yes.
I'm happy for them. And see, when you actually honestly happy for them, you will grow. And I just started noticing I'm making that trek. I'm like the tortoise. Even though the hare done got almost to the finish line, I'm making that trek, slowly climbing, slowly moving forward. And let's see, Sarah, but she having a ball typing today. I
I
said,
wish I could see this. I'm telling you, I
let
wish
me
I could
see,
tell it to
let me
you.
see, let me see.
Oh, that's a
I'm
good
gonna,
question.
yeah. If you support and share someone, but then they ignore you, what do? Keep it moving. Plain and
That's
simple.
good advice. He said he can't stop
See,
watching
because
for a reason.
okay, okay. Let me say, y'all ain't seen it yet, and you don't want to be that person because it turns everybody else off. Hey, I watched your video. How come you don't come by my channel? You don't know these people's personal life. You don't know what Mike's Chaotic Garden has to do. I know that man goes to sleep after this show because he's up all night. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't know somebody's personal life. You don't know Miss T with the T's personal life, what they going through. You don't know if they're a whole, you don't know what Bayou Sugar's going through. You don't know. They might get off of YouTube and be crying for the rest of the day.
Oh no. And you're right.
Do you,
You're
you,
absolutely right.
do you
They
see what I'm
sure
saying?
do. Mm-hmm.
You don't know. You don't know what can't stop. You don't know that I spend 99.9% of my time alone. And yes, I need that alone time, but 99.9% of it, you don't think that gets me down? Do you see what I'm saying? You don't know.
Absolutely.
So if someone don't show up on your channel, it could be any reason. They're not trying to be mean. But when these people grow to from 10 people, see, because a lot of us start at 10 people. When we grow to 1,000, you got people that got 5, 8, 9, going on 10,000 people. You think they got a time? They got time to come back to your channel? And
Oh
if they
gosh,
show
no.
up, I laugh and make fun that Miss T shows up. She shows up, and sometimes she listens. And if she just says good morning, she's there for 6. I'm laughing, but I've been joking about it. But I'm so thankful that someone of a higher caliber in the thing came by and said hi to me. Thank you.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
a
You're
win.
right. Yes, you're
You
so
know, you
right
know what I'm
about
saying?
that.
That's a win.
Yes. It
Because
is.
see,
It's huge.
and if you do an honest to goodness evergreen, if you've got to get a notebook and write down what you want to say and what you want to teach, just do 2 or 3 things because we have short attention spans. This new society now, I don't. We're going to hell in a handbasket.
I'm all
Do,
the time
do
like,
y'all know that?
squirrel.
Do y'all know that this new an A is not an A or A plus? Wait, an A plus was supposed to be used to be 100. Now an A is from like 80% to 93% or something like that. And then a B it's so stupid, and we're training. You know what it is? Is the government is making us stupid so they can control us even more. When you can't just do 2 plus 2 is 4, but if you got to go 2 plus 2 in a graph, and you got to just divide it down, and then you finally get 4, and you got to show how you did it, is making us stupid. We are
Yeah.
becoming a dumb. We are dumbing down. We are dumbing down our society so we can be ruled even more.
That
Do you
is
see
a
what I'm saying?
whole talk to be had right
Yeah,
there. I'm telling
exactly.
you. Oh my,
Look,
what in the
look.
world? Hmm.
You know what? Guess what? Guess what I'm writing down.
Oh, you go ahead on. I love it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I do. I absolutely do. I mean,
We,
yes.
we're talking about coming up with the right idea, dumbing down of our society. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Yes, I
not one
do.
of those power. I'm not one of those power to the people, but we're making each other stupid. But guess what? If you want to grow your channel, good morning, Fisher Jermaine. You want to grow your channel. When you look at your analytics, you say, well, they're only watching me for 60 seconds. Then guess what? Make a 60-second video.
Oh my God. That is so perfect. That's so
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, just simplify the process for yourself and for your viewership.
Do you
That's
see
so
what I'm saying?
smart. I
Everybody is
do.
worried about coming up something. Look, you can make a 20-minute video. You can make a 20-minute video in 20 parts. 20
Oh, that's
parts.
a lot of editing. You're killing me with this.
But
Oof.
guess what? You can make a 20-minute. Okay, I'm gonna plant this. I'm gonna plant this Woopa Loopa tree. The first part is we're gonna go buy the Woopa Loopa tree.
Okay.
Make the
Yeah. Oh.
you
Oh
don't want
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I
Second
seen you
part,
giving some advice like this yesterday. You smart.
we're gonna transfer the Woopa Loopa tree. Okay, then we're gonna dig the hole for the Woopa Loopa tree. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes,
And
I
and,
do.
and, and do you see what I'm saying? Okay, now
Definitely.
we we we. We have to add the right dirt, and I'm going to explain the dirt that needs to go for the Woopa Loopa tree. Do you see what I'm
Whoop a
saying?
tree. Yes, I do.
but
I
see,
do.
but see that's what. But you see what I'm saying?
I do. I
That's
do.
I'm just trying to come up with more ideas. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Well, I can't speak for anyone else, but today's session of YouTube therapy with Can't Stop Walking has been awesome.
You're killing me. But you see what I'm getting? You see what I'm getting at? And see this when you come up with those ideas like that. See, like I'm like, hold up, I'm gonna write that down. That's a subject right there.
Which one?
Do you see what I'm saying? Planting a Woopa Loopa tree.
Oh my gosh, if you just find me the Woopa Loopa trees, I will be ever so grateful
you
to you, sir.
see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. I do. This has been so good.
Planting a, a
Woopa Loompa tree. You better put it down there right now. Come on. We can
yeah.
talk
Did
about it
you
for
see
like
what I'm
five
saying?
minutes. I want to
That
see what this tree is.
do you see what I'm saying? when
Absolutely.
you when you relax and you start joking about it, you're going to come up with ideas. You're going to start coming up. See, now look. When I find this, Sarah, we're gonna have one. I want to see. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, look,
When you
Sarah knows how to
start
spell
doing,
it and everything. You go ahead on. I want to
I
see
know
it,
because I
y'all.
can. And let me tell you about that. Let me tell you about spelling. I come from Amityville Memorial High School, Long Island, New York. I can't spell worth a lick. I be pissing people off on YouTube
Mm.
because I spelled something wrong or the spell checker didn't do it and I didn't check it and I put it out there and people will say, you did that on purpose. I'm blocking you. You blocking me because I spelled something wrong?
Okay,
Really?
okay. So this is what you. I got to share this with you because you actually might like it. But because when I was trying to share out this stream earlier this morning, and then I was like, wait, when the heck is it? I
I
was thinking,
know.
yeah, I was like, what in the world is happening
You
in
know,
the when what?
I know. I was like, why is she? Why? And I said, oops. I said, oops. I would change it because
But
if I would have noticed it was wrong because it was saying you're starting 13 hours early.
right, I was like, oh, there's one person waiting. That's me. This is going to be a bit of a wait.
It's just like, but see, you know what? That's why. Okay, that's why I started at 7 o'clock. No, at 5 o'clock. My original started at 5 o'clock. That's why I originally do it 6. I'm doing it 6 o'clock because you're going to make mistakes. Don't delete.
Oh,
Do
Sarah,
only
that's
only
hilarious.
yeah
I'm so sorry. I just saw
only
you put it up there. That Oompa
yeah
Loompa, honey.
yeah
What?
yeah and don't the only time I delete is if I got like a copyright strike or a half strike or whatever. If like when the music that I picked was wrong music and it says that
Ooh.
it's blocked in this country or that country, I'll delete that. But other than that, I don't delete. If you make a mistake, you just made a mistake. Because if
True.
somebody watched it, that's counted towards the your thing. Okay. But
Yes.
as usual, yeah, I might have to hire you as my co-host because boy,
Aw.
the time be flying. The time be flying.
Well,
Hey
that's
guys,
because
come.
we're right in the middle of early morning therapy with Can't Stop
Yeah,
Laughing.
yeah. See, you know what?
No,
That's an idea. Early
I
morning
was
therapy.
thinking
Look,
it's pretty good. You're good at it too, because your point of view just, I don't know, it evokes shared experiences. And I mean, I told you, and there's been several people that y'all spoke to me. Um, I think you're speaking to a lot of people. They might not all be hearing you
yeah,
right now, but they're going to hear you.
exactly. And in short, that's the magic word. See, everybody, we want it all right now. We want everybody to come in. We want to have the 50 people. We want to have the 90 people. There's lives that have 90 to 100 people in their lives, and they're very respectful. People have worked towards that. You have to build up your group. You have to build up people that are dedicated. You have to build up people. You have to thank them. Thank Wellness with Frugal Mama. Thank Official Jamie. Thanks Mike Chaotic Garden. Sarah's Happy Heart. You see what I'm saying?
I do. And as a
Vital
matter of
Sugar Mama.
fact, isn't Frugal Mama
Charles.
about to start her morning workout and
Yes.
daily
Yes.
devotional?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me
Yep.
shut my mouth and get up off of here.
So, yeah, coming up next, Wellness with Frugal Mama. She's gonna teach us fat behind people,
Oop.
how to stop being fat. But we're gonna go ahead and shut down. I want to thank I want to thank my helper today, and I
Hmm.
appreciate you. And
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me.
as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. Go ahead and take on the day. Do not be stressed, be blessed, and
Mm,
strive to be a better person.
mm.
It's always better to be better
That's
and
good
not worse.
stuff. That's good
Well,
stuff.
we
All
will
right.
see you guys Monday. Y'all be blessed and deuces.
Bye.